cool. Monkey video. In 1981, Nintendo of America releases the Donkey Kong arcade cabinet and sets the video game world ablaze. All of a sudden, everyone's got monkey fever. They just love playing as a little red guy named Jumpman, who later becomes Mario for you little-known video game fact-checkers, fighting this giant monkey throwing barrels at you named Donkey Kong. They love it so much that they go on to make Donkey Kong Jr. and then Donkey Kong 3. And I didn't even know they made Donkey Kong 3, but it exists, and you can play it somewhere, I'm sure. Then after this monkey fever, they just stopped making Donkey Kong games. They were like, big monkey, bad. No more monkey. We're done. Get him out. And they were gone for like years. Donkey Kong went into a sweet, sweet banana fondue hiatus. He got so full on his success in Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. And I guess Donkey Kong 3 is over here somewhere, and Donkey Kong Jr. Math is way over here and collecting cobwebs somewhere. Nintendo wanted to go face head-to-head with Sega. You see, they just put out a game called Aladdin. You ever heard of it? You ever heard of Aladdin? It was made by Disney. This game was made by Disney Animations. They worked on a lot of the animations, a lot of the art, and Nintendo wanted to combat it. So they teamed up with a company called Rare. And Rare decided, ooh, you know what video games aren't doing? 3D. Let's use our shitty little cartridges and make a 3D video game. That won't go poorly. And it didn't. I liked the redesign and the characterization a lot. They made this design something that I'm absolutely obsessed with. Rare knocked it out of the park. And this is how all Donkey Kong looked like for years. And it created a world built around this design entirely. And I think that's important, that everyone looks the same, looks like that they fit in the same world. And they designed Donkey Kong, they designed Diddy, they designed Funky Kong, who didn't wear any pants and just had a surfboard. They designed Cranky Kong, who just wore a vest, and Candy Kong, who wore Daisy Dukes and a bikini strap top. I think it's a crop top, I'm not quite sure. Donkey Kong would keep this design through all of his Donkey Kong Country games. This design stayed the same up until the Mario movie. Yeah, that's right. Everyone's getting a movie now. And he's in the movie! Voiced by Seth Rogen, but he looks different. Yeah, they redesigned Donkey Kong. They said no more Rare design. They made him look a little bit sillier. They made him look a little goofier, a little bit more round, a little bit more cuddly for probably toys to be sold, but also so kids weren't afraid of him. And I never really thought about Donkey Kong being scary looking, but that's until I saw the worst thing in the world. The Switch 2 trailer, the very first one where they just showed a Switch transforming into the Switch 2. They teased a little Mario Kart, because, come on, you can't just show an aggressively horny console trailer without a little software. And they gave us Mario Kart Worlds, or the first appearance of Mario Kart Worlds. We didn't know the name was Mario Kart Worlds, but that's besides the point. And in that little trailer, we saw the most hideous looking sample of Donkey Kong ever. I hated this. When I first saw this Donkey Kong, I was like, who the hell is that fluffy little puffball? That ain't Donkey Kong. That's a goddamn Squishmallow impersonator. Get him out. Get away. Get away. Oh, shit. No feet. Don't take edit that out. No feet for free. I was in the subset of people that hated this design, and I almost made a video titled, "This is the worst thing in the world." But I didn't, because Pokemon put out a Pokemon Direct around the same time, and I was like, wow, Pokemon makes me more angry. So I made a video about Pokemon, and that's doing pretty well. So watch that video. Thank you for watching. Hey, it wasn't until April 2nd, the Switch 2 Direct, that we saw more of Donkey Kong in Mario Kart Worlds with the big title reveal of Mario Kart Worlds. And I will admit, I was wrong. I'm humble. I'm a content creator who can admit that I was wrong. Cherish me. Clap for me. I was crazy incorrect about how DK looked. He turned into one of the most expressive little guys ever. One thing that I didn't realize about the Rare design of Donkey Kong is he always just had the same expression. It was always just big toothy grin, or ooh. He was a monkey. So when I saw this new version of Donkey Kong, he can be super expressive, and he's being such a happy little guy. Oh my God, he's got so many expressions. He's just so happy. He's so filled with glee that he gets to be racing with all of his friends. And it just makes me so happy to see that my little monkey man is thrilled to be racing with his boys. We got even luckier because at the end of that Switch 2 Direct, we got a whole game with this brand new DK. But this design in this game, people are excited about the game, but people fucking hate this design. We have artists saying like, the design's bad because it's all round and not a square like old Donkey Kong, which makes no sense because I'm pretty sure Donkey Kong can fit in a square or a circle if you make them big enough. What does that even mean? I don't know if it's important. You have Twitter posts saying, my only complaint with the new DK design is that he looks too sentient, but I don't know how to say that without being really mean to the original DK, lol. He goes on to say, the old DK looks like he'd say, ooh, ah, banana, which I think it is a quote in a game, I'm sure. And the new one looks like he'd say, the banana cave goes bonkers, dude. But I'm okay with DK doing that. We have people doing fan edits going crazy viral on Reddit, changing the design entirely, making it look more like Rare. But I don't think I like the Rare design anymore. To go from the new Donkey Kong face, where he's smiling and punching, to the same pose with the Rare design where his head's slimmer and his nose isn't protruding and his mouth can't open as far, he just looks scary and creepy. And that's really where I'm kind of just seeing the design flaws of the Rare DK. I think it's good. I think it's grand and I think it's great, but I don't know if it's good in the good year Lord of 2025. Now that I've seen that we can get a good expressive DK that can make so many different mouth movements, stick that tongue out, and be kind of like a more caring and more emotive Kong, I'm happy with this round guy. Nintendo's still got a Kong problem here. Let's talk about it. Earlier, throwback to the beginning of the video, I talked about how the Rare design accurately worked Donkey Kong into the world of Donkey Kong Country. If everyone kind of took form around the design of DK, they all looked like real monkeys, and that's okay. You see, in Donkey Kong Bonanza, Donkey Kong's new game, it does not look like the world was built around the new Donkey Kong. It kind of just looks like Donkey Kong is just placed in a Mario Odyssey-like world, which makes sense because apparently the Mario Odyssey team is the one that's working on Donkey Kong Bonanza, but there are major glaring issues of this world. One is the fact that Cranky Kong is in the game. Cranky Kong's just there. He has a shovel. He's a miner like DK, and it looks odd. And it looked weird because he's using his old Rare design. He's not at all as expressive as Donkey Kong. He's not changed at all. In fact, you can see all the ruffles in Donkey Kong's fur. You can see Donkey Kong's expressiveness. You can see his little friend looks really high def and detailed as well. And then you just have smooth, plastic-looking Cranky Kong. Like, what's going on there? Like, hello? Cranky Kong wasn't the only person to not get the update to change their designs. They weren't the only people to shave their jawlines and not tell Daisy. This is a crazy fucking meme on Twitter. It makes me giggle so much. Our good friend Diddy Kong. We don't know where he is. He's just missing. He's not in the trailer for Mario Kart World, and he's not in Donkey Kong Bonanza. See, there are these little monkeys that are miners with Donkey Kong, and they are monkeys. They got the tail, they got mining caps that look like baseball caps, and I kind of think Diddy is just all of them. I think they're getting the Toad treatment. I think all the Kongs are getting the Toad treatment. Nintendo has had this generalization happening with all of its characters. When I was growing up, we had so many different expressive characters. Like every Pianta in Mario Sunshine was different and expressive. Every Toad was a different little guy in Paper Mario. But now, in Paper Mario, every Toad is the same. They all look the same. They all talk the same. They all act the same. There's no difference of expressions. No, it's just all the same character. And it's probably just so they can, like, copy and paste a lot of them quickly. And I kind of feel like the Kongs are going to get that treatment as well, where Donkey Kong and Cranky Kong are going to be the only ones, and Diddy's just gone. Because it is weird that Diddy's not around. He is a Mario Kart staple. It was odd that it took Mario 11 years to put him into Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And now he's just not even in Mario Kart World at all, but we got Ostrich. We have Cow, but not Diddy Kong? I'm sad. If you want to learn more about the little monkey miners, please Google Diddy Miner. I think the last real thing we really need to talk about is the timeline of Donkey Kong is all messed up now, too. You see, Cranky Kong was the original Donkey Kong in the 80s. And then Donkey Kong Jr. is his son. But Donkey Kong from Donkey Kong Country is not Donkey Kong or Donkey Kong Jr., but he's the son of Donkey Kong Jr., so Donkey Kong was his grandpa. So they're all different. Now, I think Nintendo's reverting that. You see, in the Mario movie, Donkey Kong comes out in the Seth Rogen voice and looks up at Cranky Kong and goes, "Hi, Dad!" and talks about how Cranky Kong is his father, like Donkey Kong Jr. And everyone's like, oh, it's a different timeline. It doesn't matter. The games are the games. But Nintendo showed off this photo where they showed off all the original racers in Mario Kart SNES. I don't remember the original name. I think it's Super Mario Kart. I don't know. That game sucks. Anyway, the original racers lined up in order are Luigi, Yoshi, Mario, Koopa, Peach, Bowser, Toad, and Donkey Kong Jr. Only the person sitting in front of the Donkey Kong Jr. spot is Donkey Kong. There is no more mysterious son and disappearing father act. Donkey Kong Jr. is just Donkey Kong, and Cranky Kong is his dad. Nintendo and Universal have been working together to bring Mario to the theme parks, and they expanded and made a Donkey Kong land. And they showed us Donkey Kong. He's in the parks both in Japan and in Florida now, and it's the old Donkey Kong! What are you doing? Putting up a theme park takes months and years of planning. They for sure could have let Universal know, hey, by the way, we have a new costume for Donkey Kong. And now there's just a theme park of outdated Donkey Kong lore. I'll circle it back and I'll end on this happy note. This is the best redesign we've gotten for a Nintendo character in a long time. I think it saved Donkey Kong the same way Mario Bros. Wonder saved Mario from the new Super Mario Brothers. No more plastic, no more only one face. We get wild, crazy, imaginative faces from this Donkey Kong, and that's a good thing. I'm excited to see the adventure that we go on Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I hope you are all as well. I do a Monkey Monday stream on Twitch every Monday where I dress up like Donkey Kong and we play monkey games and we have a really good time. Everyone should come to Donkey Kong Monkey Mondays. If you don't, I'm going to cry and I'm going to lose my brain. If you don't, you need to come to Monkey Mondays. You need to come to Monkey Mondays. You need to... Sorry, I don't know what happened there. So yeah, thank you for watching the video. I hope you guys hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and subscribe. This has been my video about Donkey Kong. I'm gonna swing on out of here.